My name is Erin Murphy. I'm the proud majority leader in the Minnesota Senate. I say that by way of introduction. I'm also a registered nurse. Practiced fathering kids for more than a decade. I'm a new grandparent, which is an ultimate joy in my life. And all of that is to say that I, just like you, am a Minnesotan, living my life with my family, trying to build a hopeful future for all of us in the state of Minnesota, right alongside you. I think it's important to recognize how I see myself with you and the work that we need to do together to build that hopeful future, a prosperous future, the future that I believe we're all endowed with, entitled to. When I think about the sacred American dream, people will often talk about this, the American dream, and they'll talk about having a home. And home is an important place, and we don't survive without a safe place to live. But when I think about the American dream, it's much deeper than that. It is about our dignity. It's about our autonomy. It's about our self-determination. It's about how we all belong in this place that we claim to call America. What we say is America. And we're living in a time I'd hoped I would never experience, though I think as we listen to Jaylani speak, he's talking about right now, if we're honest with each other, what we're experiencing, America's power and might, and the way it's being used right now is not a first. It is absolutely not a first, and we know that this nation was built upon the entrapment of people, the enslavement of people, the labor of people who did not benefit from their labor. We know and should recognize our history, and often I think about the duality of what I believe in and what we experience. And one of the reasons I keep coming back to public office is because I want to manifest the America that I actually believe in, the one that where we all belong. Jaylani is right. This community is making significant contributions to Minnesota in all sorts of ways, and I am grateful to be with you again. But we are in a moment in America with a group of people elected, not just in Washington, D.C., but here as well, who are leading in a way that I think is hateful and discriminatory, and they will do whatever they choose to do to divide us and to hurt us. And they're using the power of the budget, and right now, like a sword over our heads, threatening $2 billion worth of future cuts in healthcare for people. And they used armed agents who came to this state and stripped people of human rights and civil rights and the very lives of people, Renee Good and Alice Preddy. And they stripped us of our own dignity as human beings. And the good news, if there's any good news about that, is Minnesotans decided to stand for one another. And we did. I am a person who holds elected office, and I am grateful for that privilege and opportunity. But I know and believe that the power that rests in the office that I hold is not mine. It is ours. And what we showed the nation in Minnesota and what we showed the world is that it's not the elected officials, though many of us were in the streets like everybody else, but what we did for one another across the state during Metro Surge is where our power rests. It didn't come from me, it came from us. It came from the people who were willing to take kids to school, or in my neighborhood, where we have a refugee family from Afghan, we grocery shopped, we brought food, and provided a lifeline while they were unwilling to come outside. All sorts of places, in all sorts of ways. That's what we did for one another. That is our power. And I think that is how maybe when I'm listening to Brother Giuliani, that is how we find our way out of the place where we are right now. It is awful to read the news and to understand what our government is doing on our behalf with our dollars in other places. And you only have to go to another place to see the reaction. I was in Ireland, the place where my family comes from last summer, where they are steadfastly with the people of Palestine, because they know that they reflect. They have their own experience with colonization and war. They know what that oppression means, and they are not standing for it. And it was important to see the world's reaction through the lens of other people. It moved me. So I just want you to know in the simplest of terms, I am not at all satisfied with the American government that is serving us across the country. And you should go to Washington, D.C., but more importantly, as an elected official, have the people who are representing us here at home. We are more powerful as people, as constituents, as voters, when we have a U.S. Senator, a member of Congress, a state representative, a state senator, to our own communities where we are on our own powerful seats. It is harder than to use the trappings of office to push away a hard question. It is harder to deny an answer to a direct question when you're in someone's home or in our home community. So don't negate that. Go to Washington, D.C. and fight and push. But also remember that everyone who represents us in Washington, D.C. calls this place home. Bring them home. Talk to them at home. Push them at home. And use the tools that you have. And you know about those tools. I'm not here to preach. It is a very difficult time in America. And I serve in a place where there are a lot of people who want a different future for us. And we're willing to be with you in that fight. And I hope that you see me as a partner and an ally and someone who's going to lace up her shoes and do the work so that we can build the America that I think we believe in. The one where we all have, yes, a home, we can earn a living, we can support our families, and we have the freedom that is granted to us as human beings. It comes with a package. It's not given to us. It's what we're born with. And we should all feel that freely here in America. Thank you so much.